an article posted to DallasCowboys.com. So this is team website material.
Okay.
An interview from Mobile, Alabama, with the owner, general manager, and pretty much whatever he wants to be called of the Dallas Cowboys, Jerry Jones, talking about Dan Quinn being back in the mix. Now, Kellen Moore today is apparently being interviewed for a head coaching job.
Of course he is.
And I don't know if it's going to work out or not for him, but apparently it's with the Miami Dolphins. Okay. So he's part of the Dolphins radar screen. So he's not yet back in the fold, but Dan Quinn is, as we know. He already said he's not going to take another job and apparently signed a little bit longer of a term with Dallas. Now, why am I bringing all this up?
Yeah, Rich, why are you?
Okay. So he's talking about, all of us wanted Dan to stay. That was a key to our continuity here, says Jerry Jones. Under the headline of this article, Jerry Jones weighs the big picture with coaches. Okay. That's the headline.
That's a
I would absolutely say the headline, though, is the Dan Quinn quote here when he said that he stays here because there's always been with every coach, with every one of those three coaches, Dan Quinn and Sean Payton and Jason Garrett, and those coaches that we're talking about right here, that that promising assistant wanted to stay. He's noted he's worked through it now 3 times. Quinn's with Sean Payton and Jason Garrett in that category. As we all know, Sean Payton left and Jason left of not his own accord eventually. He stays here because there's always been with every coach. Every one of those 3 coaches have said they'd love to be the head coach of the Cowboys. Everyone. So my point is that has, in my mind, a lot of logic as to why they might not take a job now rather than one or wait and see how the cards go in the future. Oh, boy. When asked if that might, make Mike McCarthy a little bit uncomfortable, as the article quotes, Jones was once again startlingly blunt. By the way, great band name. Put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen, for Startlingly Blunt.
Hey, Sheboygan.
Quote, Mike knows that someday somebody other than him will be coach of the Cowboys. Time moves on. That's the ownership version of Shanahan saying we could all be dead by Sunday anyway. What do you need an answer for? Mike knows he's not. Yeah, Mike will not live forever, I guess.
Time is
dude.
Like Al Stewart said, time passes.
Dan wants to be the head coach of the Cowboys. Same as Sean Payton, same as Jason Garrett. Happened for Jason Garrett. Couldn't happen for Sean yet. I added the yet.
Oh, I was going to say Jared said yet.
Mike knows that someday somebody other than him will be the coach of the Cowboys, so he's going to be cool with it.
Yeah.
Asked us he's worried about putting added pressure on his coach, Jones smiled. I don't at all. Mike's good in his skin. I'm good in his skin with where we are. That's
an interesting way to put it.
I don't know. You know what? That's a very, I don't know which movie that is that, hopefully Men in Black, where he's taken in the McCarthy skin, or hopefully it's not Silence of the Lambs, where he tells McCarthy to put the lotion in the basket because here comes Buffalo Bill Dan Quinn.
Was he a great big fat woman?
Yeah.
What is that?
Maybe it's Face Off.
So here we go.
Face Off.
We go.
Face Off. I'm in.
The calls are indeed coming from within the house for the 2022 Dallas Cowboys.
Hey, we stay in the news, baby. That's what we do.
You do, because it's your own website.
We might not win the Super Bowl every year, but you're going to talk about us, please believe it.
Get your damn act together.
Damn straight. Print that, says Jerry Jones.
Write it down, take a picture.
Wow. Print it. Quote me. What's the point of this? We're glad Dan's back. Dan's terrific. He's incredible. He's head coaching material. That's why he was interested in other places. So we're thrilled to have him here. What's the whole business of Sean Payton wanted to be a coach here? And
you know how
what's that for?
You know how
by the way, I love it. Just so I want everyone to understand, this is fantastic. And then he's honest. I love honesty.
It's the best policy.
But you know how
'Cause it's reality.
told Jay, like, we can go back to the part where you don't talk as much? Like, someone needs to tell Jerry, hey, you don't have to talk so much.
But we don't know if this could have been taken out of context. I don't know the context that Jerry said. Like, this could have been a part of like a 20-minute conversation.
The context is in a story called Jerry Jones Weighs the Big Picture with Coaches.
That seems like appropriate context.
And he was called startlingly blunt. Startlingly blunt. Yeah. By the way, that's the long-lost sister of Emily, I think, right?
Yeah. And neither of them are in Paris.
Mike knows that someday somebody other than him is going to be coach of the Cowboys.
That's like,
What does that mean? What does that mean?
Hey,
Yeah,
Rich,
even Tom Landry died. Like, I mean, seriously.
Hey, Rich, you have a great house.
We're all going to die one day.
You love living in that house, but someday someone else is going to live in that house.
Yeah, I don't want to think about that.
Yeah,
right
you know
now.
what I mean?
You know what I mean? I don't want to think about that.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I don't want to think about that one. No, I don't want to think about
You
that one.
love your
day.
house. You love waking up and going to sleep in your house, but there will be a point at some point you won't be doing that and someone else will.
I don't want to know about that.
Yeah.
I just want to talk about the house that I own,
Right.
that I'm the coach of.
Exactly.
But just know at some point, you won't. And that's what he's just preparing them for.
By the way, is it going to be a year from now?
I don't want to talk about
You know
it.
what I mean? Like,
Right.
well, I was talking about the Cowboys.
Oh,
not
sorry.
your house.
Yes.
Not your house.
Well, the first minute that I have a clock management problem in my house, somebody's in. Someone's in. Somebody's taking over. That one time that I overslept 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, see?
Look out.
Look out.
I lose my house.
Everything you worked so hard for.
Gone.
Hate to tell Suze.
Well, no, she's staying. You're going.
Tell that to Mrs. McCarthy.
Hey.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.